Picture this. You're watching a master weaver create a tapestry from where you're standing. All you see are random threads going everywhere. Some dark, some bright, some that look completely out of place. It looks chaotic, maybe even ugly. But the weaver, they see the bigger picture. They know exactly where each thread needs to go to create something beautiful. That's exactly what your life is like. That heartbreak that kept you up at night, scrolling through their social media at 2 a.m., that job rejection that felt like the end of the world, where you questioned everything about yourself, that move that fell through, leaving you scrambling to figure out plan B. Here's the thing, they weren't roadblocks, they were redirections. Each no you received was quietly guiding you toward an eventual yes that would make all the sense in the world. It's not about some mystical destinies controlling your path like you're a puppet on strings. It's about life giving you exactly the experiences you needed to become who you are today. The person sitting here right now, listening to this, you're the result of every single one of those experiences, good or bad. Let's get real about relationships for a minute. Remember those relationships that didn't work out. The ones that left you wondering what was wrong with you, why you couldn't make it work. Plot twist. Each one was actually a masterclass in understanding yourself better. That partner you couldn't commit, they taught you to value clarity and know your worth. The one you couldn't communicate, who left you guessing what they were thinking or feeling, they show you the absolute importance of open dialogue and emotional availability. And that relationship that drove you absolutely crazy, you know the one I'm talking about. It helped you define your boundaries and figure out what you will and won't accept. You weren't losing time with these people. You were gaining wisdom. You were collecting data about yourself, about what makes you tick, about what you need to thrive in a relationship. Every awkward conversation, every fight that went nowhere, every moment of confusion was teaching you something valuable about who you are and what you want. Think about it. Would you want to be with someone who settled for the version of you from 2 years ago? The one who didn't know their worth, who hadn't learned how to communicate effectively, who hadn't figured out their boundaries? Probably not. So why would you want to settle for someone who represents your past patterns instead of your growth? Here's where it gets really beautiful. When you finally meet someone who fits, and I mean really fits, it's not just about perfect timing. It's about perfect preparation. You're not the same person you were 2 years ago, 6 months ago, and maybe even last month. You've grown, you've healed, you learned what you will and won't accept. The person you're meeting now, they're getting the premium version of you, the version that's been refined by every experience, every heartache, every lesson learned the hard way. You've been in the emotional gym, working out your relationship muscles, getting stronger with each experience. And here's the kicker, they've been on their own journey too. They had their own heartbreaks, their own lessons, their own growth. So when the two people who've done their work meet each other, that's when something real can begin. Not because the universe magically aligned the stars, but because both people put in the work to be ready for each other. It's like two puzzle pieces that have been shaped by their experiences until they fit together perfectly. You couldn't have it together before because you weren't the right shape yet. But now you're ready for something real, something that can go the distance. So maybe it's not about waiting for the right person to come along. Maybe it's about becoming the right person yourself. While you're out here thinking you're just killing time, just getting through another day, you're actually in training. You're becoming the person who will be ready when love shows up. Every challenge you face, every disappointment you walk through, Every moment you choose to grow instead of staying stuck. That's you preparing for your future. You're not sitting on the bench waiting to get in the game. You're actively training, getting stronger, learning the plays. And when the right person shows up, and they will, you'll understand why everything else had to fall apart first. It wasn't about fighting them. It was about becoming the person who would be ready when you did fight each other. The person who could recognize real love when it showed up, who could handle it with maturity, who could build something lasting. You needed those experiences to develop your relationship skills, your emotional intelligence, your self-awareness. You needed to learn what you wanted by experiencing what you didn't want. You needed to understand your worth so you wouldn't settle for less than you deserve. So remember this, the next time you feel like you're falling behind in life, when you see other people getting engaged, buying houses, landing dream jobs, and you feel like you're still figuring things out, remember that everyone's timeline is different. You're not behind. You're on your own path. Every detour is direction. Every ending is preparation for a better beginning. You're not just waiting around hoping something good will happen. You're actively becoming the person who will be ready when it does. Life isn't taking you on the scenic route to torture you or waste your time. It's showing you things you need to see, teaching you lessons you need to learn, building muscles you'll need later. Trust the process, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it's taking longer than you hoped. Your story isn't a series of random events or cruel jokes from the universe. It's a carefully crafted journey where every experience serves a purpose. Those failures you're beating yourself up about, they're actually your credentials. They're proof that you've lived, you've learned, and you grow. When the right person, the right opportunity, the right moment shows up, you'll look back and see every single piece had to fall into place exactly as it did. Not because it was predetermined, but because each experience was preparing you for what's coming next. And that's the wrap on today's episode. If this resonated with you, share with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, trust your journey and keep becoming limitless. Thank you.